Girl, did you realize that your girl is a bookworm as well? My genre of preference is urban fiction. I prefer Ashley Antionette Jaquavis reads. Honey, they never disappoint. So if you looking in the market to start reading those type of reads, honey, just jump straight onto their stuff. You won't be disappointed. I think it's legit been about a year since I've done a book discussion on any of their books. I'm ready to take it the other day. I just need to talk to the people them. Go ahead and get your alcohol of choice because, honey, this conversation about to get real deep. And if you done read this book, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Hey, boo. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, welcome. Butterfly 1 happened to be my favorite of the 3 so far. I actually have a podcast episode on the Urban Librarian's channel. And I'm going to be sure to link all of her information down below and my episodes. You can be able to go on over there and figure out how your girl felt about book 2. Now, I'm assuming that the fact that you came looking for a book discussion, that you done already read the book, sis. And if you haven't, and if you don't want no spoilers to be dropped, then I'm going to ask your ass respectfully to exit stage left, okay? We're going to start this thing off immediately with, I'm team nobody. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely love Morgan with them both. I know some of y'all gonna be like, you can't play both sides of the fence. So who said I can't? There are so many parts in the book and throughout this whole series where it was just like, okay, that is so cute. Ooh, that is so sweet. Like when Mzkira gave her the star, named the star after her, and then Amik buying her a whole dance studio. Like they equally do some really bomb dope ass shit. If I had to pick anybody, it'll be Team Mo. Sus need to find herself. I feel like she's a very codependent young lady. She's still young. As women, we tend to mature a little bit faster, but Sus got a little catching up to do. She has these 2 great guys. Yes, I'm saying great for both of them. And they'll go out their way for this girl. And Sus is in the middle and she's just confused as ever. And she doesn't want to be alone, but I feel like she needs to be alone. She absolutely needs to find herself. Because if you don't love yourself, boo, how the hell you gonna love somebody else? Okay, I'm gonna get RuPaul in this thing. Throughout this book, sis got on my nerves. Let's talk about Messiah's reaction to them kids. How soon do you think that she should have told Messiah that them was her kids? It would not be an Ashley book if we did not have the ball rolling in a slow pace. You get what I'm saying? Because see, us as readers, we want shit rushed. We want it to happen now. In my mind, it was so many scenes that were going on in the book where I felt like, damn, this is the perfect opportunity. One of them in particular was when they was in the house. And I believe that's when the baby, the child, said his name. And then Messiah was like, wait a minute, he got my name? Is this my baby? And then she stormed out. At that moment, I wanted her to say something. My thing was, though, his reaction. Now, a lot of people will agree to disagree when it comes to this. And if you do it respectfully, sis. I just feel like, how the fuck you mad? When you was absent, had a whole baby with Blue, the cancer was dead, but was here 2 years? There's so many skeletons in his closet, so how the fuck can he judge her? And his reaction was almost of someone who just, I don't even know how to explain it. Everybody done been in a relationship where, let's just say you and your man got mad at each other and you wore the shoes or the pants in that particular argument. It was like, oh yeah, I got him. And then all of a sudden, suddenly you said something in the heat of the argument and it ended up turning the direction on you. It's like, wait a minute, nigga, now this was about you. How the hell is we talking about me? And that's how I felt. I felt like she should have said it when she felt she needed to say it. That shit wasn't gonna be easy to say. Let's just make that clear. However long it took. Although there were situations in the book where I was just like, sister just said something, sis. Just say it. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be disappointed. But it ended up leaving her in the blame once again. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Cover Blue's feelings with this whole baby dump on her. Okay, because I'm pretty sure sis could have could have died right there. I put her shoes on in that scene and I just collapsed on sight, okay? Dead on arrival. Resuscitation was needed at that moment because here I was, went through this whole situation. I had a baby by this man and then he got a whole child. I know he ain't know about him, but I don't care about that he ain't know about him. Like, this is me speaking for Blue. I'm Blue right now.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, I done lost my whole baby. I done had a baby. I'm thinking that I'm the one who gave birth to his child. And here he got a whole set of twins. And then what the fuck? Like, I'm really stupid. Like, how in the fuck did I not realize when I seen them kids or figured it all out with the ages and everything? Like, how I ain't realize that? But I feel so low. Oh, I just feel just low-key jelly. I just feel some type of way. Them babies Morgan got me feeling some type of way.
I just tapped into Blue's energy just a second ago. And as you can see, Sister's mad man. Somebody else gave Amik so many brownie points when he went and showed up to Messiah's house after he realized that them kids was Messiah's. A lot of y'all in them groups was just like digging and pointing the finger and saying, oh, I Meek this and he ain't shit and he da. And we ain't gonna get on the fact that Messiah was the one who told Amik to make sure he looked out for her, okay? And he already knew that Amik felt some type of way about the girl by a quote he said in the book about, I could tell how you look at her, something like that. It was something if I can find it, I'm gonna put it here. You ain't gonna tell nobody to look out for your girl on your deathbed that you realized had some type of feelings about her as well. You wasn't talking about that, but okay. A lot of people just feels like as a friend, you shouldn't cross boundaries, which I get, but I guess at the end of the day, they thought the man was dead. It's not like they was doing it behind his back. Amik was the genie, and he was making Messiah's wishes come true because he had asked him to do what he did. He just didn't realize that it would get so deep. That's my opinion. But whatever. He pushed his pride to the side, went over there and congratulated that man, helped that man out. Tell me there's no loyalty. Bash is aggravating as fuck. Why the hell is he still in this book? How the hell do you have all these goons and thugs and riders and fucking killers, you know what I'm saying, that's connected to you, that will do whatever for you, and you got this man still breathing? There's nothing to spare. He put his hands on you. He disrespected you verbally, physically, emotionally. He feels like he owns you. Not to mention his mammy who just gets out of line. He's still breathing, sus. His goddamn fingers would have been the fuck broke off when he decided to squeeze her thigh and disrespect her at her graduation ceremony that day at that table. It was too many instances where she could have had relayed the message to Alani so she could let Ethic know. Hell, I feel like Alani would have offed his ass, to be honest. Because ain't nobody gonna tell me that Alani ain't got it in her. And yet she chooses to live in fear. That part really irks my nerve. And I imagine him to be like this pretty boy that ain't gonna do a damn thing. And it's like a repetition of her sister. Like, I feel like they're following in the same footsteps. Like it's deja vu. And nobody's learning their lesson yet. So it's like a karmic phase or whatever. Like, this is just too much for me. That's the fucking wrongest thing you can do as a man, is to use some shit against me that I confided in you and pillow talk to you about. That's a huge turnoff. He would have had to go because of that. Fuck that he allowed you to pass and pull some strings and did X, Y, Z. His mama did all this and pulled you through. Fuck that. Ethic will probably give him his money with insurance, okay? Ashley, come on, let me talk to you for a second. I need his death to be very similar to how the fuck Mia Moore, how the brother, what is it, Money? Was it Money who did that? That type of death in that basement where it was just slow and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just made us suffer. That's the type of death I need. We can't let that nigga go out with just a gunshot, okay? We cannot let him go out that easy. I'm gonna need them goons to torture that ass. My heart just melts when I talk about Henny. How old is Henny again? Because I'm feeling real pedophile-ish. Thoughts and where my mind go when it comes to Henny, it's just like, I don't even know if that's acceptable, me being a grown-ass woman. I absolutely love Henny and Bella. I need a book Just about them two. I almost feel like it's gonna end up being one of those situations where Henny go to jail for a while. Bella is gonna end up finding somebody else, a square ass nigga like Bash. Henny's gonna come back or try to come back for her. And I remember him saying that we're gonna meet up at this one place every year or something like that. He's just the sweetest. The way he knows that he has to come correct because her dad is not gonna allow anything but the best. That he knows that she deserves the best, so he's trying to do what he needs to do in order to give her that. It's just Messiah and Henny needs to be adopted by Ethic, and he needs to take them both under his wing and guide them into manhood and, you know, show them, be that what is missing in their lives. What did y'all think about Issa giving the green light to kill the young child in the beginning? I mean, I know in that line of work, when you're dealing with, you know, just watching those type of hood movies or just being in company of people like that, you know what I'm saying? There's nobody off limits, which is a fucking dangerous game to be in. You know what I'm saying? But I just felt like he could have just let the child live. Like, come on. But you know what? I'm not gonna lie. One thing about it when it comes to Jaquavis and Ashley, they would have made that same little boy who daddy they killed. He would have came back and retaliated later down the road in other books. Like, I get the whole, okay, the child gotta go too, because he ain't gonna grow up to hate me. He ain't gonna grow up to come back and have his goons, you know what I'm saying? Or himself have a personal vendetta to come out and get my ass, because that's what would have happened. That's the type of twisted shit type of books that Ashley and Jaquavis makes. But I love it. If you had to choose one person for Mo to be with, who would it be? And I already done told you that it needs to be herself. Sus needs to find happiness within herself. She needs to realize that the happiness is within her. She needs to dig deep, find that, pull that happiness out, and allow those men to be her additional. Why not both of them, unless they into that. You know, they got that poly thing going on. I feel like they might as well be all together and, you know, just live happily ever after. I mean, it's not odd. It's not normal no more. But Sus needs to realize that they are the addition to her happiness and not her happiness. And see, that's what she got it confused. How did you feel about the dilemma or ultimatum that Arya had to choose between her protector and her lover? So her brother and her little boo thing. At the end of the day, the heart wants what the heart wants. Okay? And normally when the family tends to step in and set boundaries between their child or their loved one and the other person, it only allows them to be more rebellious and go after what they really love even more. You asking me who should she have chosen? I don't know. That's a tough one, because at the end of the day, I feel like you should never turn your back on family, because they're going to always be there. But sometimes family ain't shit, and that man is all going to be there. Sometimes blood is not thicker than water. Granted, I do believe her brother, he only want what's best for her. I think that the brother should allow her to, but still be there if it's needed. But I do feel like Issa is going to end up hurting her. I do feel like he's going to end up putting her in some fucked up situations. Y'all seen how that thing ended with him. Remember when he was out the door talking to some chick? I guess he's supposed to be setting somebody up or whatever. And she's like, oh, well, I could do it. All that gullible shit. A real man would have been like, Sus, no the fuck you're not. Okay? You're not getting involved. I'm not going to put you in the line of fire. Absolutely not. Y'all tell me, which one would y'all pick? I guess the sibling. That would be the logical thing. It's the situation with Mo and Amik, similar to the Portia situation from Real House of Atlanta. Portia said that wasn't her friend, though. I ain't never seen Portia hang with the girl, okay? I ain't never seen Portia hang with that girl. You know how you know of someone because of your friend, or, you know, she done came within the circle because of somebody else? That does not make them your friend. I feel like they kind of made it look like Portia and that girl was friends because they were associated with one another. I still personally wouldn't want nobody's man that I am associated with or close to or proximity or in the space. I wouldn't want their man D. I just feel like that's too close to home. Even if that's not your dog, it's still the fact that that's somebody else's friend who could relay how the D and the head and the all this is. And I don't want that because they ain't nobody business. So I love me some Portia, and I stand behind that. I feel like Sis did what she needed to do. I wouldn't do it. I didn't say I would do it, but I'm also saying that it is what it is. Let's get on the topic real quick about Messiah and Blue. Does anybody else feel like they may or may not be a little bit more than what they wanting to admit? I can see where people may have their concerns or like raise the eyebrow like, I don't know. Now they talking about friends, but they may be a little bit deeper. Granted, I do believe that they have sexual connection. Obviously, I do feel like they ride or dies, Bonnie and Clyde. He done shed his deeper dark Cedar Shell. He done shed some shit with Blue that fucking Morgan don't even know. Our level of connection is just completely different. It's built on a foundation of friendship first, and that's different. Does that make sense? I do want to say that when Morgan is in the picture, though, Messiah kind of pumped the brakes on how he moved with her. When she's not present, it's completely different. And I feel like Blue needs to set that shit straight. I feel like because if they take it any step further, it's going to end up being detrimental to their friendship. So he just pumped the brakes. Was it Noah? What was the other one name who came and spoke with Messiah for a second and was just like, look, I see how you moving, partner, and I ain't liking it. You're not finna hop in and out. You're not finna get ready to handle her any kind of way. Like, I felt that shit. Somebody needed to say it. It should have been Blue, but even though Messiah was pretty much like unbothered, he just feels like ownership, possessiveness. It's just toxic again, all over again. But I do see where people will feel like, I don't know, sis, I feel like they got a little something going on, a little bit deeper than they want to say out loud. You know what I'm saying? If they do take it there and it doesn't work out, that could be scary, because then the relationship will never be the same by taking it there. Trust me, I know. When you cross over a certain bridge where you should remain it, especially if y'all was supposed to be friends and good friends at that, it's kind of hard to come back or pull back or reverse when it's already been done. How long has Alani been pregnant? For about 15 years. I've been waiting on her to just have a damn baby. Do we know what the sex of it is yet? Is it a boy? Is it a girl? I probably missed it. I don't know. It's been so long. She's been pregnant for so long, I can't even remember. I ain't gonna lie, I had a little problem with how the hell Ethic allowed Messiah to take them kids. Honey, this man almost made your damn daughter commit suicide. Made her damn hearing go again. And you felt comfortable with letting your grandkids go with this young man. I know he the daddy, but he ain't been there. Them kids don't know shit about him. I love you, Ethic. Now, don't get me wrong, but come on, Ethic. I personally felt like Ethic should have been like, okay, well, you need to go ahead and leave from my house. And when you calm the fuck down, you come on back through, okay? Like, I don't think he should have allowed him to take off with the kids like that. That's just me. I don't give a fuck who kids it is. It's my damn kids at the end of the day. It's more of my kids than yours, baby. I the one who held them. That's me being real petty, but I'm just saying, like, how the hell he just storms off like he stormed out of my damn life? I'm tapping into Mo's energy right now, y'all.
And he feels like he could just storm off again with my children, thinking that he got some type of upper hand and running shit and saying he don't want to ever be with me or can't even look at me. He that mad.
Like, why is it always that the men tend to overdo it? I never could understand that. If we put a situation together that are both a man and a woman do it, and if a woman do it, she will forgive, let that shit go, she'll let it slide. Put the big granny period panties on and keep it moving. Meanwhile, when shit like that happen with a man, it's like, oh no, he catches this bitch fit, and then it's just like, oh, this is the end of the world. Oh no, she did this to me and that's it. How is that? I never can get it. And this was a prime example when he did storm off his behavior when he found out about them children. Like, calm the fuck down. I know you mad, but damn, calm down. Honey, I know I left out some y'all come talk to me in them comments. Let me know what you feel about some of these events. If I missed something that was really big that happened in this story, because I'm pretty sure I did, drop that shit in the comments too. Let's talk about it. And I heard that she's dropping B4 this month, so I'm gonna come back with B4, that's for sure. I'll go ahead and share this video out to all the book lovers, the bookworms, especially those who are reading Ashley and Jaquavis books. And be sure to check out my playlist, because there's other books, especially the Ethics series and so forth, that I have already discussed. Loving this energy that I'm giving, boo. Be sure to subscribe. Stick around, it's free anyway. I want to thank you so very much for taking the time out to watch my video. Until next time, later.